Now we're going to talk about string height. I have a ruler here with 30 of an inch on it. Okay, here I'm laying a ruler across the 11th and 12th fret. The high E string I have set at 2/32. The low E string is at 3. Now that is where I would leave this, give it back to the person to see if they like it. And I'll ask them, well, what do you think? Most of the time they're going to say, it's fine. Some people will say, I want it higher on this side. I want it higher on this side. I want higher on both sides. I want to try and lower it. This is total preference. Now you can only go as low as the guitar will let you before it starts to choke or buzz. But as far as height, some people like it really high. I can't play really high action, but there are people who do. But you know what? The higher the action, the heavier the string you use, probably the better sound you're going to get. But if you can't handle it and you need a set of 10s, you need a set of 9s, and you need a set of 8s, whatever you need, and you need the action down, set it that way. As long as the guitar plays and as long as you like it, that's all that counts. Okay, here I want to talk about height in the 12th fret of the strings. That's the height between the string and the frets, not the fretboard. Don't get confused. You can't really measure from the fretboard because that's one thing, many rulers won't fit in between and it's hard to see. Lay it on the frets in the 12th fret and measure the height. The other thing I want to talk about, and I want you to get confused, if you take the ruler and put it behind each string and you go across like this, and you see one string, two strings uneven. Now that has very little to do with here because these frets are the same all the way across, and again, if you can't adjust individual saddles on this guitar. So what that would mean is, if say here you have it at 2/32, and all of a sudden you have this one at 1/32 or 3/32, it's because the saddles on your bridge are not cut even. And that's a whole nother thing. Then I would recommend you taking it to somebody if you have to talk to them about that, and they could show you what I'm talking about and explain it to you better. Okay, here we are with the ruler with a close-up of it laying on the 11th and 12th fret. Now the first thing I want to tell you is always remember to make sure the guitar is tuned to pitch before you try any adjustment. Always has to be tuned the same. That's why I definitely recommend getting a guitar tuner. So here it is with the guitar laying, with the ruler laying between the 11th and 12th fret, and the high E string is set at 2/32. Now by the wheel on the bridge, I'm going to raise it, turning the wheel, bringing it up to 3 and even higher. Now I'm going to go back, turning the other direction, even lower, so it's below 1 and laying right on the frets. Now I'm going to bring it back up to 2. Now, this is totally a preference thing. Some people like it at 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4/32. Find a spot you like, use a ruler so you know what you like, and always set it the same, and you'll have consistency in how your guitars play. Okay, right here we're going to talk about the bridge. First I'm talking about the height of the bridge. This is how you adjust it, but these wheels that sit underneath it go up and down in the threads, and that's what raises and lowers the height. So if I turn this, right now you can't see it, but the bridge is going down. If I turn it the other way, the bridge is coming up.